This is the new 2022-2023 Audi TTRS. When it comes to cars that are coupes, the TT range is personally my favourite. With the power provided from it and the interior design, is it really the baby brother and sister to an Audi R8? Well, in this video, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about this new Audi TTRS. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest car reports. But without any further ado, let's get into this review. At first glance from afar, it looks like a normal TT. Once you move closer though, you begin to see the difference between the standard TT and the RS models. At the front, you're greeted by some sharp edges, including the TTRS logo and Quattro logo along the bottom. The Audi badge remains on the bonnet, which was first moved there in 2016 from the grille, which really outlines this car to be an Audi, particularly with the Vorsprung models. Moving along the side, we see not much difference to the standard models, with the only defining difference being the lower trim on the side skirts. And of course, Audi have kept the chrome fuel cap, which has made its way all the way from the Mark I model. You can choose from either 19 or 20-inch alloy wheel designs, including optional aluminum accents for the front and rear bumper. You can also go even further by changing your brake caliper colours from the standard black to either grey or red. Although I'm not a huge fan of these fake air vents we're finding around these new Audis, it really does let the car down. I understand Audi are trying to make this look more sportier, but it would be even cooler if those air vents actually worked. Round the back, we have these huge oval exhausts, lovely bumper trim, and a spoiler with some extra defined fins on the end of them. Lastly, there's these super sharp OLED taillights, which when you see how bright these are, you're gonna know it's an Audi. With both the coupe and roadster models, you get the same engine size, with this being a 2.5 litre turbocharged 5-cylinder petrol engine, which pushes a huge 395 brake horsepower. That's right, almost 400 brake horsepower coming from a 2.5 litre engine. It's followed with its magnificent all-wheel drive system and its 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. This exact same engine is also found in the Audi RS3s. Alongside this, you'll find the Audi is pushing 354 pound-feet of torque. This is due to the all-new aluminium crankcase that Audi have put on this TTRS. However, we should really be seeing some more power, but due to the latest emissions check-in, Audi had to fork out on a lot of money, exhaust systems and filters all over this car to make sure it would pass the emissions test. Unfortunately, we've been let down even more, as the upgrade to the sports exhaust system won't give you any more power or torque. The engine is more conservative when throwing this car around. However, Audi did partner this engine with a great gearbox, which works fantastic at higher revs and torque. Even though the turbo lag lets the response down just a wee bit, then again, it's due to the latest emissions checking. The rear axle drive on this car is a little shocking too, as not much power is sent to the back axles. You can only see a maximum of about 50% of power, which is the same system found in the VW cars. It's called a Heldrich system. To be fair though, VW did build the engine and Audi is owned by VW, so this does make a lot of sense. With the Quattro system on these Audis, you'll never be disappointed. With off-the-line start and launch control, engage both dynamic and ESC in sport, it holds at 3,500 RPM. Once you release your foot off the brake, and away you go. So, producing a 0 to 62 miles an hour, Audi claim this will only take 3.7 seconds. Now, I have done this myself in a TTRS, and others have claimed they managed to get 3.4 seconds. And myself, I managed to get 3.5 seconds. Just to let you guys know, that's quicker than a Ferrari F430. The TTRS weighs in at a curb weight of 1,510 kg. Now that's a nice weight for a small coupe such as an Audi. With turbo lag still being a huge problem under launch control, we might have been able to see even closer to the 3 seconds dead if this car didn't have to meet latest emissions checks. It's difficult not to love the power and acceleration of this car. You get thrown right around in your seat. The sound, the focus, everything makes this car just feel like a go-kart. The car throws itself all the way to 7,000 RPM. No word of a lie, this little coupe is very quick indeed. With the Quattro system, it never lets you slide around or lose control, like ever. Which for people who have no idea about car and powers, this might be great for you. However, there's no room for drifting or letting the back end fly out, on dry surfaces that is. If you're looking for a bit of cornering fun with a bit of madness to throw yourself out of these exits, you're probably more inclined to go for a BMW M2, being a rear wheel drive car. With 8-piston calipers, these RS brakes will not let you down. with the standard discs, you can upgrade these to carbon ceramics. These, however, do get worn down very quickly and do cost a pretty penny when needing to be changed out for some fresh ones. Although, if you do enjoy a solid and stable all-wheel drive car that rarely loses control, then this Audi is for you. This meaning you have more control over the rear axles during your track days. Also, you're able to keep on top of the gear changes through corners. In dynamic mode, the car will hold at higher revs at around 4,000 RPM on average, meaning you never have any hesitation through the corners. Now, with this car being a 2.5 turbocharged engine, we should expect the MPG to be good. On average, Audi claim you'll see 29 miles to the gallon. For you busy city drivers, you'll see more around the 20 mark. And on long motorway driving, you will see highs of 32.5 miles to the gallon. Comparing this to the similarly priced Porsche 718 Cayman S, that will hit much higher MPG of around 38.7. However, this is a 2-litre engine, so just a slightly bit smaller than Audi's. However though, servicing costs are much lower compared to, say, a Porsche, Mercedes or BMW. Although with the performance package and driving it hard will cost you more across the brakes and tyres, which can be up to £275 per tyre. That's a starting price, people. Overall, so far this is a fantastic car. But my favourite part of this car has to be the interior. Instantly we can see it's just driver focused with no central entertainment system. I really love the whole interior design with how basic, simple, but with a modernised look this car has. Another thing I love is the client controls with the air vent. It's something like out of a fighter pilot if you ask me, with this premium leather steering wheel and the push to start button in red, which is only available on the RS models. And now you have the exhaust button too, which is normally where the TTS model and TT models have the start button. The dashboard feel is high premium quality. It's a solid build with lovely white stitching, with parts of finished metal, suede on the doors, frameless rear view mirror, just everything about the inside of this car screams premium. With that, let's talk about the entertainment system. You can see this middle dial is where you import your destinations and do all the controls you need to, such as controlling music, and these Audis do support Apple CarPlay. Let's talk about these seats. We've got these lovely S-line leather seats with the basic movement features of any two-door car. Up, down, forward, back. But one cool extra they've added is lumbar support in these seats. When on longer journeys, they just help you out that much more with your back support. With that being said, the Audi had some bad interior features too. The Apple CarPlay system is a real pain to work, as you have to scroll through everything to get where you want to, especially if you're trying to select a song on Spotify. You have to go through the whole playlist before you can get off it. The button features under the air vents are the wrong way round too. The drive select is all the way on the left side. You have to reach right over for it. When on the standard models, you have two blank ones here in front of you. That's Audi being lazy when it comes to switching over to right-hand drive. So what's the damage of one of these new Audi TTRSs? Well, they start off at £54,895, and this is just for the standard TTRS model with the 19-inch alloys. Individual options are available with trim lines and colour package, 20-inch diamond cut alloys, sport exhaust system, blackout badging, carbon trim on mirrors, and these will cost you anywhere for an extra £4,000 at best. If you want to go all the way to the Verstrong models, these come in at £64,895, which includes everything that I've just listed above, but also the Audi Sport Edition 20-inch alloys, magnetic dampeners, driving assist, and matrix LED headlights. This is exactly an extra £10,000 extra over the standard TTRS model pricing. After looking into paying this sort of money, you may want to also consider your options to see if you'd like an Audi RS5 coupe for the same sort of money.